Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Kayfabe Podcast. You are now in tune with the greatest internet trio on the internet because I fucking said so. Now, look, I understand there's a lot of emotions going on right now. We're a week out from WrestleMania. There's again very emotional time. Not gonna say it's all positive. Not gonna say it's all negative, but there is a lot going on. So to cut the tension and to like to before we just let the boiling pot go over, let's start off with something a little bit that to take our minds off it for a second. I want to ask y'all something. Do you know what CVS stands for?
Hold on.
Don't nobody write it in the chat either.
Like consumer something store, consumer something service, something like that. Right?
I'm asking.
I'm just asking. Yeah, I thought you had the answer.
I might have heard this answer
just
years ago, and it's completely left me. I have no idea.
Did you ever even think about what does CVS stand for?
That is a good question. I have no idea.
Never crossed your mind what does CVS stand for? You just rolled with it.
Yeah.
Going to the CVS.
It stands for Consumer Value Store.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's what it stands for. Blew my mind. Shout out to Sly Cooper because she's the one that gave me that answer. But
because the theory is like you'll never, depending on what side of the road you're driving on, depends on which one you go to. So most of them are across from Walgreens.
Yep.
So it just depends on where you're driving. You'll go to a CVS that's on your right. You have no brand loyalty to Walgreens. Hell, they're the same store. So
hold on. So that's the question. Which one were you? Were you a CVS or were you a Walgreens?
It came down to whatever was the closest, or when I was driving home, if CVS is on the right, Walgreens on the left, I'm like, I'm not making that left. I'm just gonna turn in here to CVS. So that's how my brain worked with it.
For me, it depends on what's closer. It depends on what's closer. I was a little bit of both. I didn't mind either or.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was kind of loyal at first. I was strictly Walgreens. Then Walgreens started being on some bullshit that I was like, let me check out CVS. And I hate to say this and be that guy. CVS feels a little more welcoming than Walgreens. Just throwing that out there. It feel more warm in CVS than it do in Walgreens. Feel a little cold when you walk in there, or am I tripping?
I get it. It'd be mad. I get it. But also we had, especially where I were in my neighborhood growing up in the Bronx, there was Dwayne Reed as well. We had something called Dwayne Reed, which was like your Walgreens or your CVS.
All right. Honey want to bring up her rich neighborhoods where she got these private.
Dwayne, yeah.
Bronx ain't no rich neighborhood.
But her.
The Bronx is not a rich neighborhood.
Just rubbing it in. We understand. Some of us had to just do Walgreens and CVS. We didn't get those.
No, we had all three of those. We had Dwayne Reed too. I don't know if anywhere else had Dwayne.
She had all three. We had two.
That's the wild thing. The stores are so similar, and they're they're competitors. They're not even owned by the same.
Even similar in color, that red, blue, and white, or the red and or just basically red.
Which one was first though? Was it Walgreens or CVS?
Walgreens. I remember Walgreens as a kid.
Then CVS just came out of nowhere. It was like, hey, same colors, same store, same layout.
Why? You know what make them vastly different? Walgreens, when you walk in it, it's all white. CVS has this taupe-like color that's very calming. That's a very
it's a warmer color.
It's a warmer color. Those are the subtle differences between the two.
Where Walgreens is like a hospital.
Yeah, it felt
white.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. But that was just again our palate cleanser. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to discuss. We also have our segment. We have to do it because we are a week out from WrestleMania, which Didn't even realize that that shit is next week. So of course we have to do our kayfabe where we come up with our own WrestleMania, which seems like it's just right. Like if I feel like it's needed now for us to do. We won't have a whole bunch of cards and slides and stuff. We're gonna come up with a collective WrestleMania card. So you want to tune in later on the episode for that. But Honey has the wheel when it comes to what conversations we're going to be talking about on this episode, basically because she did the slides. So I have no idea what's going to be on here. So we might, again, we're very transparent here. So we're going to give Honey the ropes and let us know what is going on. And then once we get to our WrestleMania Kayfabe edition, the councilman is back in the driver's seat. But Honey, the wheel is yours.
Well, thank you for that, councilman. I appreciate it. I also do want to say something before we get into it, though, because I do want to wish a very big congratulations to our trio partner here, Deonne, for such a wonderful celebration from the other day. He sold like 10 plus houses, apparently, and we had to delay the episode in order for him to celebrate properly in the neighborhood with the fam and all the constituents in Atlanta. So shout out.
What we doing.
That's
what we're doing. This is.
So we want to wish a big congratulations to one of the greatest real estate developers in all of Atlanta, and that's our boy here, Deonne Moore. So Deonne, how do you feel about such a big accomplishment?
Man, what's first topic? Come on.
Hey, I don't know if you can answer this, but inquiring minds are wondering in the chat, what was the commission looking like? You ain't got to give exact numbers, but if you can give us like the ballpark range.
Watching my pockets, man.
How many commas? Just tell us how many commas. Just how many commas.
No. He said no comment, and he is justified and not trying to let out his personal information, and I respect that.
Well put. Okay, Deonne, fine. No worries. We'll stop torturing him.
I can't wait to meet Miss Honey. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Let's get right into it, man. Let's just start from the beginning of the week, man. Highlights. We're gonna cover some highlights from each event. I don't have the slides for everything, but if you have any highlights that you remember, anything that sticks out to you, we can talk about it. So, any highlights from either of you, in regards to Monday Night Raw, besides the obvious? Councilman, you can go first.
I'm gonna be honest, I ain't been watching Raw or SmackDown for the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
like ever since when Pat McAfee showed up, like I got busy. I didn't intentionally try to miss it, but I also didn't intentionally try to make it either.
Mm-hmm. Understandably so.
Yeah, I've caught the highlights and seen the things that have happened. What stands out for me, and it's always going to be Oba and Brock, and just again main event status all over, but opening the show.
Boy, I feel like there's a lot to take off what you just said too, Will. The match that we were talking about being the main event that closed the show this past Raw, is gonna open up for ESPN. You got too many masters, man. Like this is like, say what you want about this man. It was still publicly owned. It was publicly owned. He had shareholders to deal with, but they're already serving too many people, man. Like, hey, ESPN, here's your opening match in the first hour of WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. It's Oba versus Brock.
I mean, we could just go ahead and that. That is one of our highlights for today's episode. So, I mean, everybody's saying it, and it's not just me saying it. It's not just us Kayfabers saying it. Everybody else is saying it. This should be main eventing one of those nights. It should be,
or co-main event, right? Like that's the match on before, like.
Main event.
Even though if you wanted to end it with the title, you could, but still should be main event.
But you broke that last year. You see,
you
broke tradition from that. Like the glass ceiling is cracked. You let us see that, like, hey, WrestleMania is capable of being closed out with a story match that does not include the title. And right now, this is your hottest story. These dudes have not said 4 words to each other. Promo wise. All they did was like, this is what you would think
is on site.
Roman and CM Punk would be, but it's not. This was what Randy and Cody was starting to get like, and then we'll talk about that. I'm gonna talk. I don't want to go too far.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no. There's it's crazy because everything coincides with the next, and it's just. I was discussing this with a friend yesterday. I was just talking about. There's never been a time where I've actually advocated for Brock to be in this main event more up until now. You know, any other time I'd be like, keep him away from the main event. It's the same old shtick. It's the same old crap. This is different. This is something that could lead to something more substantial because not only is it Brock in the main event, but is Brock putting Obafemi over.
Hold on. Because you brought that up in the statement you just made. Now, would you be saying the same thing if Brock wins?
I don't.
Because a lot of people are saying if Oba lost, that wouldn't hurt him. Especially if you do it in the right way, not like him facing Kofi Kingston or Big E, but it's like, like Heyman gets involved, and it's like, that's what you had to do to beat me.
I mean, I'm not sure if I would.
I can understand it. If it did happen, but like protecting Oba, this is his second main roster. Like, well, not his second because he had a Rusev too, right? So
and
third. So like fourth match, right? Fourth match on the main roster, at least fifth match on the main roster on TV. We lose to Brock, man. I mean, does it slow him down? I think it could, because he's.
But again, why though? You got to think about it. Look at
because we built him up so well, man. It's like that payoff. It doesn't need to be drawn out or another match with Brock Lesnar. Probably you could put the rocket on his back right now, and you got yourself a newly established superstar, which you need on Raw in the title picture too. So it's all about helping Raw past WrestleMania. It's going to be a detriment to it because people still do his chant, people still say his name and do all that stuff. But the aura or the mystique he could have by beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, he could run with that for a long time.
But what if you end with Brock cheating to win? So it's not a clean win.
Well, you can bring it back again. You can bring it back, and you don't hurt Oba.
So again, I'm bringing this up just because of the fact that a lot of people are campaigning that this should be main event. I am still one of those people, but we also have to look at it on both sides of the coin. Everybody's kind of like getting on the favoritism because they feel like Oba is going to go over, Brock's going to put him over, but we said the same thing about when John Cena was going to get him at WrestlePalooza, and look what happened. Same thing with the whole Bobby Lashley stick, and look what happened. So there is always that percentage of, what if Brock doesn't let Oba go over?
I feel like
I don't know.
With what we've seen from Brock lately. Sorry, honey, you can go.
No, I was gonna say I feel like I want to stick with stick to my guns with what we even said last week. Like I feel like this kind of a situation should be a one and done. Unless Brock wants to get a lick back by SummerSlam, but I don't know how they'll be able to draw that out for as long as they have. Because they did a pretty good job with drawing this out from the Rumble up until now. So, I mean, that is a possibility, but I just feel like it would set the tone for two different things. If Oba does go over and win, what I would like to happen would be, Brock to go on a retirement run and for Oba to start dominating and he'd be established and introduced as the new big man on campus. Like, I feel like you could kill two birds with one stone, and you got to create a big superstar, and then you're retiring a legend in the game, a future legend in the game, and some would say.
And the build feels different than those other ones too. Like this one feels. Oba was getting a lot of the upper hand, but now it's sort of they're brawling. Like it evens. Like the way that ended Monday was like one of the perfect ends. I would have ended that one for this week like that. Like, oh crap, we got to get to the weekend after that. So who knows how this Monday goes, right?
Right.
But the build feels different, Will. It feels different to the point where like it feels different than those other times. Yeah, I can't explain it, but it just feels different.
Listen, I agree with you. And don't forget, this is my client. I want exactly what y'all saying, but I also want you to be prepared and given the thought of, because of Brock's history, everything we're thinking of, and it's like, it's finally gonna happen, and then y'all like, it don't happen.
There's always that.
I just want you to be prepared for that. I just want you to be able to give that thought and process it of like, okay, if that is a scenario, what happens with Oba? Don't get
me wrong. It's very 90-10. Like, right. It's still 90-10. There's still that little 10% in my head where it's just like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'd have to disagree. I still think we are at 60-40. No, I'll give you 70-30. I'll give you 70.
I'm closer to Honey. I go 80-20 because this build feels different. Like it's a newly established. Like just trying to think of like Brock Lesnar as of late, like when he came back. Obviously not as of late, but when he came back for his whole run. Think about it though, Will. Like he's never faced like
nobody's thrown him like that. Nobody's
like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, like
Goldberg.
He faced Goldberg beat him that first time. Goldberg got the win the first time, right?
I guess.
But even though he gave that to Goldberg, he gave that one to him. But just like an up and comer like this, like he's faced Finn Balor, he's faced AJ Styles, had great matches with him. Samoa Joe had great matches with him. But he's never faced like a guy from NXT like this, who's gonna be like the future of wrestling. So I feel like my hopes are high. I'm full in, man. I'm all in Vegas. I'm all in, baby. 100%. 100%.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm all in.
My heart. I'm
just keeping a mattress on the ground.
Push them all in.
I'm emotionally invested, like to a T, man. It's crazy.
Listen,
I'm all in, man. I'm all in.
I am too. I always like to see. I'm like Dr. Strange, man. I'm seeing all the scenarios, man. I don't trust TKO when it comes to making right decisions.
Yeah.
If you think shenanigans, that could be a point where you just said TKO, hey, we can get 2 more matches out of this, 2 more pay-per-views out of this, right? Let's extend it. Let's make this one shenanigans. Let's get the SummerSlam. Let's do Royal Rumble next year. Let's have them come back for rest. I guess TKO. TKO made Vince a babyface, man. Right. TKO made Vince McMahon a babyface.
That is a statement right there. That is a statement. Not Vince, Mr. McMahon. McMahon.
That should be the title of this episode. TKO.
Man,
the face.
No, we'll get to the title of this episode in a moment. But let's talk about the other highlight that happened on Raw, shall we? I'm seeing a lot of raving and raging on the internet about Pipe Bomb 2.0. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on what CM Punk had to say this past Monday. Thankfully, nobody was going through another announce table, at least. But Deonne,
one of them was there.
What do you think of this alleged Pipe Bomb 2.0, as the IWC has been putting it?
I mean, it's blurring the lines, right? Like it's blurring the lines like it used. Well, not like it used to, but like the first Pipe Bomb did. Talking about things that TKO is doing. Talks about Pat McAfee. Talks about it. Talks about high ticket prices too. But I don't know, man. I've read reports this week that he was given notes and he didn't stick to those notes fully. Was it did it affect me in any way or make me feel anything after it? Not really, because I'm still pro wrestling, man. And I can't get the Unreal documentaries out of my head because I've never watched them. But this feels like this is going to be season 3 for that Emmy nominated. Oh, they won an Emmy, I think. But yeah, it's just another. Everything the IWC has said, he's kind of said it. But will it move the needle in any way, or will things change? Probably not. I don't think so. I think we got like 4 celebrities in this WrestleMania this year. So, in matches. So, yeah, it did nothing for me, but he said it. So, yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing else. It's just disappointing. Everything's disappointing right now.
I totally hear you. It's kind of leads me at like a crossroads where I'm not sure like how to feel about. There a lot of things left me like that this week, but we'll get into all that. But Councilman, I want to know your thoughts on CM Punk's words from this past Monday, as well as what he was talking about. And do you think that he was given notes and decided not to stick with them, or do you think that? And what do if it didn't move the needle, as Deonne said, what do you think is it going to take for it to move the needle, if you feel the same?
I think it was a great script that he threw out. Thought it was a great script of what he does. The thing about CM Punk's like promos and pipe bombs that he drops are, I always take them with a grain of salt, because I can never shake out the feeling that it's like you claim to not be these people you talk crap about, and you are. You are now The Rock. You're now John Cena, but you're that person posing as you're against the system. It's like they made you the corporate rebel, which is what you are. You sound like the corporate rebel when you do this. I'm going to go walk and do this, and it doesn't feel like, oh, not because I'm going to go off script. It's be like, oh, I have the belt, so I can say this, but they already prepared for me to say this, and I still don't go out of the means of to where it's where they have to cut my mic off. If you've noticed, every time he's done this stuff, it has never gotten to the point where it's like, okay, we need to cut his mic because he's saying too much. So a lot of this feels scripted now. And the fact that you want to still call this pro wrestling when you are the walking piece of cinema now, it's hard for me to ever take these things seriously. And the simple fact that, bro, you left, talk shit about this company for 9 years, and then when your back got put against the wall, you now all of a sudden wanted to come home. It's like, bro, like this, it's kind of like the Sami Zayn thing. It's like at this point, I'd rather you be heel. I'd rather you be heel CM Punk and go fully into what this is. And again, too.
Dude.
I'm not mad at it, because that's the thing. I would love him to take the accountability of it, because it's like, bro, you didn't make the cover of 2K 2026 because you're the rebel that speaks for the voice of voices. No, you're a package now. You're a brand. That's why we go to Chicago so much, because we know it's going to sell out. People sing your song. You play 2K26, the audience sings your song in the game. You're now Cena. You're now The Rock. You are an icon. And I would love to see you play into that rather than keep trying to push this thing. And again, that's just me. But I know people love it right now. But I know folks will start to weigh on that point when CM Punk is against someone where that doesn't work.
I want to jump in real quick. Him as a corporate heel would be kind of dope. Like, right? As a to know that he was like this voice of the voiceless for so long, and he becomes like a stooge for TKO, be like TKO's champion sort of thing. That's a new wrinkle in CM Punk, and I'd be amazed to see if like people would boo him, but I think they would, because he changed his whole presentation. That would be worth.
Imagine completely turn your back.
Imagine this WrestleMania this man beats Roman Reigns with a chair and shakes The Rock's hand at the end of WrestleMania.
Man,
now that's how you close out night 2. That's how yo. Hell just froze over again. CM Punk.
That's like the picture. That's like the picture of Austin and Vince shaking hands, man.
Oh, I got goosebumps, man. Because that again. Here's the thing. This is why I hate.
I'm awake now.
I hate this. This show is like a double-edged sword, man. You know what I mean? Like it's
a gift and a curse.
Oh, this is so good. Damn, my hopes are so high. Why didn't this happen? Now night 2, I'm gonna be waiting. You hear the music? Nothing. Credits. What?
I'm sorry, Deonne.
Man, can you imagine? Well, listen, that talk about a pipe bomb being dropped. that's kind of a crazy scenario to even predict.
If you bring it up TKO, this is a perfect way to just lean into that storyline with this.
Yo, that would close night 2 perfectly.
That's
you'd show why that should close the show if you do that.
And that's the ultimate FU to Roman and Cody on so many levels, because with as far as like storyline purposes, if something like this were to happen, because maybe if the Rock and CM Punk did shake hands, it's like The Rock did all this because he's disappointed in the fact that Roman wasn't able to get the job done to finish off Cody. And, he disgraced the family. And then you got the coach situation with Punk and Cody. There's a lot of layers and elements and shit that could like just domino effect just from that moment if it were to happen.
You need to bring Cody in. Like, you could really just say like, yo, bro, you ain't been doing it. And you've let all these other people surpass you. Like, it could be one of the reasons. But I feel like you have a whole multitude of reasons, like you said, to use that you don't even have to harp on Cody. It could be like, yo, where do I start? Let's start with you first being tribal chief and what you done done. All the way up to now. But, that's just me throwing that out there.
So with that pipe bomb, nothing really changed though, right?
No, like
discount tickets, right? But
the thing is, again, it all kind of sounds corporate. Like it did. Again, this pipe bomb don't feel like your first pipe bomb. This feels like a scripted, talked about pipe bomb.
Mm-hmm. Because we know damn well that first one wasn't scripted.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, I get what you're going for, I get what you're doing, but it's like, yo, I don't feel it the same way I felt the first time. Like, I feel like, hey, like this is now y'all wanted to write another pipe bomb. And it's like, okay, let's go ahead and address it. But it's like ticket sales are not going to change in the way people think they are, but they do hear it. The point about it is like TKO has like a lot of money that they got to make up for. Like, it took a lot to get this acquisition, all the stuff that they've been doing. So there's a certain amount of money they got to make back within a certain amount of time, which is why it's like, okay, if we can get this, we're going to start here. But if people ever notice, like when it gets closer to the show, like if you go look now, ticket sales aren't that bad. Ticket sales are now back within the regular range of what we thought a WrestleMania would be. Like $1,000 can get you very close to the ring right now. But you're starting off with like, let's go to these whales, which are people with deep pockets. So who can we get to buy these packages first to get this experience? So they roll it out first and then decide they want to throw it up there. Now, the only issue with that is for other folks is it becomes, like you said earlier, Deonne, it's a double-edged sword, because take for somebody like, for instance, like Honey sees this, and then, Pachu decides to be a great husband, buys her tickets to WrestleMania, but now she still has to book travel. She got to book a hotel, which may be a little bit more expensive, because it's in a week. So she got to take with whatever prices are being given. So it's a very flawed system, but the thing is, there is a quota that TKO got to meet, and they are going to try to do that first before they worry about what the common folk, as they look at it, is going to have.
Or you're essentially your average fan.
Yeah.
Mm. I mean,
Because they roll tickets and packages out early, and they only sell those like lower bowl to start off, or at least they did once before. So you couldn't get really much anything else. But yeah, man, here it was another CM Punk on the mic. It was fine, but
it was cool. Yeah,
cool.
it's still. I still think
I'm just
Brock and Oba should close.
same, and I'm just trying to not overanalyze as much as possible, only because it's next week, and I'm just gonna let shit play out because
it's gonna be fine, honey. It's gonna be fine. They're gonna check off all the boxes you need for it to be a WrestleMania. Is it gonna blow you? Is it gonna blow your mind? Maybe not, or maybe it does. It's not like
surprise.
Yeah, it's not like there's not room for surprises to make this something incredible. It's just right now we're just seeing with everything that's going on. Is that something you're going to execute, or is this going to be something that's last minute? But there is still a percentage of where, hey, we can hope that this is good. Like, if we look at the card isn't bad.
No,
it's just not WrestleMania caliber as to what we're accustomed to. Like, a lot of this stuff feels like, hey, watch this on Friday Night SmackDown, or hey, this is going to be on Backlash. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like we're just getting two regular PLEs 2 nights in a row.
And WrestleMania, and we talked about this. WrestleMania the AJ Styles said it, right? WrestleMania used to feel special. Like,
yeah,
I've been going back like these last few days, like just watching old ones, and just like the New Orleans one. Like, oh my God, like just the set of the New Orleans by itself. I'm like, okay, this is something. This is special.
Yeah.
And then looking at this card, I'm like, yeah, these will be good matches. I'm sure of it. But just that Mania sort of anticipation, the build hasn't been great, and the anticipation for us on this side has just been like, all right, it's 2 days, we'll watch it, And WrestleMania never felt like that. I had to make bargains with my dad to order WrestleMania back in the day, man. Like, it was the most expensive pay-per-view of the year, but it was special. And it doesn't feel that way tonight. It feels very watered down with the 2 nights or making it into a weekend. I don't think you never should have done that, but hey, it is what it is.
I mean, the thing is, I don't mind all of that. It's just the fact of, like you said, you have Royal Rumble that y'all are thinking of moving to 2 nights. You move SummerSlam to 2 nights. And not that, again, it's not bad, but it's like none of it feels special. So it's like, if you're doing this, again, I'm not fully opposed to it, but also make them unique to where it's like, yo, when I'm looking at WrestleMania, it's like, man, this WrestleMania next week, y'all, this finna be off the chain. Like, this year, I am kind of just like, dang, I might miss night 1, and I'm not even tripping about it because I got some work to do. Like, I was like, dang, like that's kind of messed up. Like, that I feel that way.
Yeah,
and we're having a WrestleMania party, and like, I'm looking forward to just managing that pretty much here, man. Like, I'm looking more forward to that than the matches.
I got birthday shenanigans, going down, and I have plans to have a couple of friends over and watch WrestleMania, so we'll see. I'm just gonna see what happens. Either way, it's gonna be a good time. Let's just hope for a good time. I just want a good show. Just give me a good show and tell me a good story, man. Tell me a good story, because the buildup isn't shit.
I think they'll do it. I think you'll have something just like y'all remaining hopeful fully with the Oba and Brock thing. I'm going to try to do the same.
All right.
Holding on to hope. Look at that. I love that. So also on Raw, I don't have the slides for these, but we did see some action, one-on-one action with Bayley defeating Lash Legend. A lot of shenanigans ensued that included Shar Bliss and, of course, Nia Jax. We saw also Seth Rollins vowing to stop Gunther at WrestleMania, and Gunther went on the attack. We saw a great match with Penta, Javon Evans, and Dragon Lee defeating Los Americanos, and also saw that Rey Mysterio revealed he would be included in the Intercontinental title ladder match. So it's now 6 men in that ladder match. Becky Lynch interrupted AJ Lee's interview with Michael Cole. Okay. It was okay. It was an okay segment for me personally. I don't know if anybody has any thoughts on it or any of these highlights. And also Finn Balor with JD McDonough continuing their feud, and with Judgment Day attacking Finn Balor, and pretty much Finn Balor kind of losing Judgment Day the way he found it. And then there was the debacle with I Show Speed, Austin Theory, LA Knight, Austin Theory defeating LA Knight. But LA Knight getting his lick back ahead of their triple tag team match that's going to be happening at Mania with the Usos, LA Knight, and the Vision and I Show Speed. Any of those things you want to mention before we get into our final topic of Raw and into the next?
It's hilarious. We got. Oh no, okay. Go ahead, Will. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to figure out who decided that this deadbeat needed to be in this match. Like, there were so many other options that could have happened. Like, Mr. Iguana could have been in this match. Like, who asked this deadbeat to show up? Like, I don't understand. Like, who asked this guy to be here? Like, don't you have like back child support you need to be paying? Like, why is he here? Like, why is he here? Like, because y'all know that could have went to somebody else. When we saw Rusev, we was like, all right, okay, it's Rusev. We ain't tripping. Like, we're glad to see Rusev. Solo Sikoa, who has not had a WrestleMania debut, could have been in that match.
You know who would have been perfect? Somebody who's never even won this title. Sheamus. Where's Sheamus? Where the hell Sheamus? Anybody find Sheamus anywhere?
This deadbeat had to just make sure he wasn't that Dominic was not the only Mysterio on the card. He's selfish, bro. He's selfish. He can't let his son shine for one time. Like, you just had to come up here. Why are you in a ladder match? Like, bro, like you getting up there, bro. Like, I'm glad to see what you do regularly in the ring, man. We don't need the ladder stunts right now. I don't need to see you get injured. Even though you're not doing nothing with your life, no way, being a deadbeat. But it's like, I don't want you to not do nothing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ray. You weren't my first choice for this at all. Like we've seen too many times, even on TV, where you've gotten injured, dude. Like, time, and you're Hall of Famer. You should be kicking your feet up. Your son, Dominic got it. Dom got it. Dom got it from here. Just saying, man. But
who else is in? Yeah, honey, I put some pictures down for the match card, because I was like, who else is in that match?
You got Penta, you have JD McDonough, you got Javon Evans, Rusev, and Dragon Lee. Ray Phoenix could have went in this match.
Where the hell is Ray Phoenix?
Where the hell is Ray Phoenix? So many other people could have went in this match. You could have done a call up and had Ethan Page in this match.
Man,
Rey Mysterio at what age is in a ladder match? I don't like that, man.
I don't know.
Because his retirement match needs to be against Dom. Dom needs to put him out to pasture, get his lick back.
Yeah.
For what, 2-3 years ago now? Good grief.
Okay.
Last couple of years.
Ray Phoenix is out. Kit Wilson.
Happily.
Come on, I'm like, yo, like, there's so many other people that could be in this match.
The Miz.
But again, and it goes to what we keep talking about, and what the problem is with this is that TKO needs to make a certain amount of money back. And so the problem is that it's just, you know what it is? It's just like the movie industry. Like, so instead of us going after original scripts and stuff, like, we see Sinners did great. And like now we're starting to see that shift move a little bit. But at one point it was like, yo, all we doing is reboots. It's the same thing with wrestling. It's like, hey, we know our future talent is doing great, but we just don't trust that they can pull in the amount of ticket sales and money that we need to make off of this event. So we need to bring in our older talent, the one we know people are gonna come see.
Or reliables, man.
Yeah, and they don't take a gamble on the people that they've built up. It's like we're gonna sprinkle a few of it in there, but we're not gonna put so much in there. Like, do we realize like we're a week out? And how many people do not have matches at WrestleMania? Io Sky is not on the WrestleMania card this year.
Asuka, no.
Ain't that crazy?
Because what's the rumor now that they're waiting to see? They're not waiting to see if like the Liv and Stephanie thing goes. Is there something? No, something's waiting.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
Okay, there's a hold on. I read there was a hold on either Asuka. Okay, I think that's what it was. It was like a tag team match sort of situation.
Yeah.
Putting the Kabuki Warriors in.
With the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah, but it's the fact that they tore down. Io was part of that triple threat that tore down the house last year, and you're not on the card.
Oh, they haven't found you anything to put on the card?
Nothing. And just say you just ate a pin. Did she just eat a pin last night?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get into that because that's also that's also another match that happened on Monday too that I forgot to mention. It was Rhea Ripley and Io Sky defeating Michin and Kayfabe, but of course they were both getting attacked by Jade Cargill with the kendo stick and everything like that. And then of course we got into the Brock Lesnar contract signing and stuff.
That didn't make no sense because why was that on Raw? I was like,
I have no idea. I was just like, wait a minute. All right, this is supposed to be SmackDown, no? SmackDown.
But again, like so many people that you would think like, hey, should make this card not. Carmelo Hayes is no longer on this card. Solo Sikoa is not on this card.
That's a shame, man.
Shinsuke Nakamura is nowhere.
Well, again, he ain't been on here like that, so I get it. But folks like El Grande Americano is not on this card.
Both of them aren't. Both of them. Okay.
So is the tag team championship from SmackDown on this card?
Nope.
Okay, so
they will be in battle this Friday in a street fight against the Wyatts.
See, this is pointless. This is pointless stuff, man. You already had MFT versus. You could have still ran that and paid that off at WrestleMania with those two teams.
Hey, and then we're having the Andre Battle Royal, which I bet anything they're gonna make Carmelo Hayes win. Watch he win that.
What are we doing, man?
If he wins that, I'm gonna be pissed off. I would be so pissed off.
I get El Grande being on AAA, but that group has been putting in work across all brands.
All of them.
You mean to tell me we don't get mass versus mass for El Grande Americano? Like, it's just, again, like there's certain matters of like who has been doing stuff consistently this year.
Practically 4 shows a week, every other week or every week. Freaking AAA, NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. Like you got to be freaking kidding me.
I just thought about that. Tiffany Stratton is not on the WrestleMania card.
This stuff writes itself, man. Like,
what are we doing?
Given what you've given us within the last month or so, or let's say this past year, the last 4 months of this year, the first 4 months of this year, you got 2 El Grandes walking around. And we haven't amassed a single one. One's called the OG, and one's just called the. There's your match at WrestleMania. Hell, put that on an hour before. People tune in to see that.
Yes.
Who else we got? The tag team division. MFT has been going against the Wyatts back and forth for this lantern and all this. There's your story. Let them wrestle at WrestleMania. That's your tag team match. I think we're okay with that being a WrestleMania match, because you get the Wyatts and MFT, you get Solo his first WrestleMania match. Like, it's so many things. Like, I think they're trying to be too cute with a lot of things too. Too cute, and trying to do what you said, we'll bring back the old reliables, be like, hey, we can count on this person to push tickets. That's why John Cena is. That's why John Cena is. I was just
gonna say, like, damn, and I said this a couple of days ago. Like, damn, you guys didn't even let this man enjoy retirement for not even 6 months.
For one WrestleMania,
6 months. Like, you can't let him watch WrestleMania for a change.
Raquel's not on the card. Like it's just stuff.
But you got to keep this in mind. Like TKO is pulling from an old playbook. What you're trying to do is you're trying to bring back. You're trying to follow the same formula WrestleMania 1 and 2 did. What it and how it worked in the late 80s and 90s. Because if you really look at it, what's going to upset a lot of y'all is you're seeing exactly what they always used to do at WrestleMania. WrestleMania was full of celebrities. It was full of people being put in matches. Remember, Snooki had a match at WrestleMania.
But again, that's one.
I don't know, but hold on. See, I knew it was gonna get you. I knew it was gonna get you with me saying that. But the reason why I say that is because we see it's what they're trying to do. The only problem is that you're doing it in the wrong way. And you're not relying on the talent that you've built to sell what you need to do. Like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton did not need Jelly Roll nor Pat McAfee.
Neither of them.
I Show Speed did not need to be involved with The Vision and LA Knight. Now, not saying they can't be put somewhere because you did good placement with Little Yachty and Trick Williams, although
that's been perfect, honestly.
But although
that works though. Yeah.
It works, but it's not needed either. But that was a combination that you made work. He compliments him in what this is going in. And that's the thing. You have not done that with everything else. Your pairing has been wrong. I Show Speed with Logan and Austin. It's cool, but it's just like there's a lot of moving pieces going on that he wasn't necessarily needed to be included in this. This match was okay with it just being the Vision, Usos, and LA Knight. Now, the same thing with Randy and Cody. This was already going on that was good. Honestly, whoever he was talking to on the phone didn't really need to show up till WrestleMania. But the fact that it's Pat McAfee, and again, I don't have no issue with Pat McAfee as a commentator, but you haven't developed Pat McAfee as a personality outside a commentator for this to be acceptable. You shot the bar way too high. Like, we don't know Pat McAfee like that. Like, you remember when Michael Cole made his segue into being an active character. His transition made sense. King's made sense. Even JR, when he had to go in there, it made sense. For this one, it's like, first of all, when did you go heel? When did you decide screw everybody? When was this a thing to even be done? And who cares that you don't like us?
And who said we need saving?
Right. And if we do need saving, which in some cases of what CM Point pointed out, we do in a way. What made any of them think that this was the person that was going to go, that's who we're going to be looking at to do this? Especially with a person like Randy Orton. Like, if this was someone newer, if this was someone around the time, maybe 5 or so years ago before Pat McAfee came out, and they're kind of in injunction with each other, that's cool. Exactly. But with a legend that you have like Randy Orton and so many talents that you have available to you, because one of the people that you're tearing down and trying to take money away from, which is Ric Flair, which he just aired out in a rant on Twitter and on social media, you could have had him being the one that's giving Randy voices. Hell, you got Triple H sitting right back there. You could do a segment where you think Triple H is talking to him, and it really ain't Triple H. It's really just him hearing that.
Anybody, you could have gone metaphysical and been like, "It's his voice. It's the voices he's hearing."
It's his voice.
Yep.
And we've been like,
and we know nothing.
We'd have been like, "Yo, that was fire. That was fire.
Yeah.
Y'all had us thinking what it was." That's it. But you decided, okay, we need to add in this audience that we know Pat McAfee brings in. And that's the thing, and it brought it in. So that's a double-edged sword about it. We don't like it, but it did bring eyeballs in. It brought his crowd in, and that crowd is known to buy these over-expense tickets because now they're gonna come see Pat McAfee. So again, it's like we can tell like you're going for the cheap sale with all of this, so you can make your quota. And it's like there has to be a better way, and there has to be a way for this to give. So it's like if you want to make some stuff expensive, cool, but then you got to make the creative worth it. 40K to come see night one for a card that I don't think is going to give me 4 to 5 star matches. It doesn't work. And this is where we are now, because you don't trust your product. You don't trust your audience. We don't trust you in creative, and we don't trust you as TKO, because we're now seeing both are clashing with each other. And we're sitting at a point where we're at a rebuilding phase, and the rebuilding phase is not looking pretty.
So TKO, I think we can all agree, even like any wrestling fan, they're sort of sticking their nose in it too, right? Because into a lot of this, because Triple H didn't become a bad booker overnight, man. Like he's again doing his job, or carrying out objectives given to him too when they're meddling with creative. Because we've seen how he booked NXT before, man. NXT takeovers were doing better on the weekends than WWE's main shows, man. Like you would watch Takeover on Saturday and forget about whatever other PLE was on Sunday for the main roster. It's not like he turned bad overnight. So what's happened, and like I think we all see what's happened. Like TKO just keeps, hey, throwing this in. Hey, here's The Rock come back. Here's Pat McAfee. We represent him. Like it's, and I get your point too, Will, with celebrities deal. It's been like this. Mania was built off of this a little bit, but it hasn't been. It feels like it's been overkill, like the last year or two, because they were like strategically back in the day. They used to put them where they need to put. Like,
well, let's put
Snooki in a 6-woman tag match, and just let it be. But
it's not strategic like it used to be.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, we got Tyson, let's just make him a special guest referee. It made sense. Right. But through that build-up, let's put him with DX so we can be the heel referee okay, cool. I am cool with that. They did nothing like that with Pat McAfee. He just woke up one day and was like, I'm bad, and then that's it.
I'm the one giving him the voices. It's me. Like what?
Like I don't believe, I guess for some reason I just don't buy that for a second. I just really don't, and I don't like it. Like not only don't I like it, but I'm just not buying what they're trying.
But you don't need, but I feel like, and again, those celebrities will bring their audience over. I get it. I understand. But your core audience, the one that you built off, your core audience, your day-to-day average fan, like you're pushing them out, man. Like your ticket prices are high, merch is high, like everything's high, man. And and then creative isn't that great. So it's like, as a fan, for me, I'll watch it. I'll keep up with it. Will I watch it live? Not WrestleMania, but anything else throughout the week? Probably not. Because every Monday, I once it's over with, I'm still up. I just scrub the TV and just say, like, oh, I don't want to see this. Scrub. Here. Okay, promo. Scrub. I'm done in 15 minutes.
I catch the highlights on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this is what happened. Oh, okay, this is
I'm done in 15 minutes, man.
Yeah, like it's not been a product worth watching for a little bit. And I'm not finna sit here and like toot AEW's horn as hard, but the one thing that they've done is just like like they have like AEW Dynasty. Again, the way they're even pushing it is like I can go watch their stuff without watching their weekly program. I don't mind that though. I don't, I know they wish that might be a little bit different, but they've got it to where they're still finding their way, but you're at least giving me a great product. Like, do I want to be sitting here for 3 hours watching y'all, almost 4 hours watching 13 matches? No. But will I say them matches weren't fire? Absolutely. They all of them put on like they needed to.
And if I was AEW at this point, I am doing everything I can to get those fans who turned off WWE for a while. I'm figuring something out. I don't know if I trust them or not, but have their creative to figure out something to bring fans in. Their tickets are pretty affordable. Like, here's
They're going. It's
Yeah,
moving
but this is a
over.
perfect opportunity though, too, Will. Like, hey, you don't like what's going over there? Like how they started. Come
Yeah,
on over here. Let's show you this over here real quick. And maybe they'll pull some people.
yeah. But the only thing that they need that they're not using properly is your marketing for that. So something that again, even for the title of this show, it's a good thing that Honey named it this, because this brings up another point about it, is that most people don't know the difference between pro wrestling and sports entertainment. No one has came out and explained the difference in what that means. And for AEW, that's what they're more heavy relied on, is pro wrestling. So if you start to let people know what pro wrestling is and you're preparing us to come see the product, and it's like, okay, so this is the difference between pro wrestling and sports entertainment. So, okay, sports entertainment is more of storyline, dramatic characters. Okay, so that's what I'm used to seeing in WWE. So if I decide, like, okay, I want to, WWE isn't giving me what I need like it is kind of currently. So it's like, okay, oh, let me check out this. Okay, let me know, what is pro wrestling though? Okay, I'm gonna get less of this, you're gonna get more of this, and then this is exactly what this is. So then people know what they're going in for and not going and trying to compare it to something that they're familiar with. And I think if they started doing marketing that shows that, to tell them like, hey, we are a pro wrestling company and this is what it is. Kind of like how WWE used to do when they were at their home office, and they would have the superstars walking through the office and shit. And you see Stone Cold right there. Yeah, like have AEW start doing those type of marketing campaigns. I guarantee you will start bringing in more audience.
I guess we're gonna see how WrestleMania plays out, and we'll get to our WrestleMania card. But there's just, it's just a lot to take in, a lot of information to take in, and a lot that they're trying to throw at us. I feel like there's a lot that some things they're trying to force feed us, and that there's just some things that we are definitely going to be able to enjoy, but we shall see. But getting to the topic and title of the episode, our final topic for Raw before we go into quick recaps for NXT and SmackDown.
Did you see that knot?
Did you hear that collision? Like, I literally jumped out of like my seat and was just like covering my head and my face. I completely was wincing. But Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, I mean, in case anyone was been living under a rock, but I'm sure everybody saw it, Monday night was having a backstage conversation, and out of nowhere, the tornado that is called Stephanie Vaquer completely rocked them, and they collided in a way that definitely knocked them out. And we saw the result of that when Instagram graced us, Liv graced us with the presence of a picture of the result, and Roxanne as well. But real quick thoughts on this moment, guys, and damn.
Yeah, I mean, they said if WrestleMania was this week, they wouldn't be cleared, or Liv wouldn't be cleared. I believe it. That knot was huge. So it happens, man. Things like it was a freak thing that happened, and Stephanie did come in super hard though, but
She did.
I'm looking forward to this match too. So it just builds more to it, honestly, for me.
Councilman, is your client doing all right? How we doing over there in
Physically, my client is doing better. She is going through her concussion protocols. Everything seems to be checked out. We should know if she will have the final clearing as early as the top of this week. But she seems to be doing well as Liv Morgan. But Stephanie Vaquer won't be doing so well. Won't be doing so well at all, because the junction is being filed. Okay, you see, I was with you, Stephanie. I wasn't against you. And when this match was going, I was like, hey, Whichever way it goes, Bose, I'm putting you in timeout because I'm not whining. I'm speaking truth right now. And you
He's
know what?
defending his client.
Yeah, you on timeout for that. Because about anything I'm fit to say about my client and you calling it whining will not be tolerated today. Okay? I will support Stephanie. I will support
today.
Not today.
Not
See, the blue folder
today.
even matches the stitch. Okay? Not today. All right? I was supporting the both of them, but when you decided that you're going to involve my client in your wrath, and she just got back. You got some nerve. During April Avocado Month as the Tito's, and that's how you treat a fellow Latino man. Like, yo, you know what? I don't know how they bred them in Chile. I don't know how they bred them out there. But I will not stand for my client to be put in physical danger during times where she is at her vulnerable, going through a moment with one of her fellow Judgment Day members. You done messed up, Vicar, whatever they said. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for everything you got. All right. You are going to pay in full for my client's medical bills, therapy bills, physical therapy bills. You will be on the hunt. But I tell you, I'm going to take everything all the way down to Miles Bourne's earpieces after what you have done.
Oh, my God.
Everything.
I was waiting for it. I
will be titleless in Seattle when I am finished with you, Stephanie Vicar.
Ooh, strong words, Councilman. I knew
that was a gnarly knot too, man. Like that was
both of them.
And you know, just from a wrestling wise, like Roxanne was trying to have herself prepared for it, but like as if you notice, like she has a hand up, so like when it comes, it'll do it, and like it still didn't.
It didn't. No, man, they collided. Like you heard it, and I like I was just like, oh my God, I think they're both knocked out.
What's crazy was it took
got her back up again.
It took away from the TV part. The sound, she could have left it right there. Like her slamming in the TV wasn't even as impactful as the first hit. I was like, nah, girl.
Liv could barely get up for it. She could barely get up. Like you could tell, like the way they Roxanne was out. Roxanne was down. She was rolling out of the camera way, and that was it. And Liv was down.
We heard them skulls clank.
Yes.
All of us heard. Everybody caught that. Like you didn't even have to pick her up after that. Like we were like, no, nigga, like, yeah.
It was like the Mortal Kombat power up move. Like, ugh. Huh? It was so like not power up move, but like the part where it, like you crush into the person's like
and the bones
body crack. And it just bones crack. Like that's immediately what went to my head. I was just like, oh my God, they're done. Thankfully, they are both okay. Glad to hear your client is doing better. And Stephanie, just be prepared to be served. Be prepared.
I don't think Stephanie is a face. Like, why would you jeopardize a WrestleMania match with your shenanigans like that?
That was rather brutish. That was very heelish of Stephanie.
Yeah, she is clearly unhinged. She is clearly not well. I have talked to Adam Pierce about a medical psych eval on this person, because why would you do that?
Crazy. But that's what happened on Raw. Spent a hefty 2.5 hours just trying to get through that, and we'll get through NXT and SmackDown really quick. We had just a couple of highlights I'll shoot out there, and then we can get into any thoughts you guys might have in regards to them. Let's see. So we had Lola Vice brutally knocked out by Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed. Of course, in defense of JC Jane. Facing off, we had Blake Monroe and Jackson Drake of Vanity Project defeating Tatum Paxley and Shiloh Hill in a mixed tag. Lexis King defeated Chaz Starboy Hall for the Speed Championship tournament, as well as we had NXT champion Tony D'Angelo, Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, and Ethan Page defeating Dark State in an 8-man tag team match. And Keanu Carver picked up a really good win against Josh Briggs, defeating Josh Briggs and Jasper Troy in a triple threat match. Izzy Dame defeated Sol Ruka, who was then attacked by Zarya. And of course, Dark State tried to launch a surprise attack on the champion, Tony D'Angelo. So any quick highlights or thoughts that happened from this past Tuesday that you guys might have caught?
I'm gonna be honest, nobody cares. No one cares. We don't. All the thing we care about is shout out to Lola Vice for being the new NXT Women's Champion. Shout out to Tony for becoming the new NXT champion. That's about it. I've said it before. We are in a developmental period right now. We are trying to get our bearings back. And we're not at the point of where it's worth talking about right now. Even with the whole Zarya thing, like, yo, that's done. Y'all let the wrong person win the stand and deliver. We don't care about that rivalry no more. Like, so you just own the same thing. So we already know, like, hey, Jada Parker gonna face Kalani. That's gonna be a great match. Like, we can breeze past NXT. Just letting y'all know, as Mr. NXT himself, we getting it back together. We developing stars. We will get back to you at a later date, but
it's a restart. Yeah.
And they're getting a little reset with NXT Revenge, which is going to be a 2-week special event for WWE NXT brand. It's going to be beginning from April 14th and also the week of April 21st, where we have a couple of matches that were already being set. So far, there's Tony D'Angelo and Ethan Page, as well as Jada Parker versus Kaylani Jordan. So at least there's something to look forward to after the debacle and Stand and Deliver. Quickly on to SmackDown as well. I'm going to go with this first because I'm very happy about it. I'm glad we got debut of Royce Keys on the main roster. And we also had Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. Once again, we had a brutal beatdown. We also had Jacob Fatu being terribly handcuffed and completely undone, that kept being undone every time by Drew McIntyre. We also have Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Also other highlights including this waste of 20 minutes. And also, by the way, night 1 tickets are 25% off. But guys, thoughts on SmackDown? You guys saw the watch along. You guys saw me on it. You guys know I know what happened. What did you guys think of SmackDown last night?
The highlight of SmackDown was that Honey sat through that for 3 hours and didn't go to sleep. Like that was the highlight of SmackDown.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. We did have other highlights that we will get into, but yeah.
And wasn't gonna lie to you, honey. Emily had a cookie decorating class last night, so I was home alone. Put the boy down at 7. I was like, man, I might hop on with Honey tonight. Took a look at the card. Then 8 o'clock started. I looked at 8 o'clock. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to set this one out, man. I watched Monarch on Apple TV. Fantastic show.
You made the right choice. You made the absolute right choice. The only thing you missed of SmackDown was that Danhausen wrestle. That was
Danhausen. Danhausen and Kid Wilson was a highlight in itself, pretty much.
Yeah, and I saw that on Twitter this morning. So,
exactly. So you missed nothing. You missed absolutely nothing.
The crowd's really behind Danhausen though. Like, hey,
he's done.
He's so over.
He's doing something that I think like that was always refreshing in WWE, and that's having a character there. It ain't necessarily just a wrestling character. It's like, yo, what you could do with this person, and it works. We like that stuff. We like stuff like that.
Because there's a video from past week. He was at WWE headquarters. I don't know if y'all saw that video. That was a funny video, and he feels like he feels like a mascot. And that's no knock against him, right? But he feels
that's what it is, though. Like it's not, and again, it's not disrespectful. That is what it is. You are the personality. You are one of those WWE personalities that people are utilizing.
And personalities can go a very long way. And even just his wrestling, like if he wrestles on, I mean, that was his first match, right?
Yep.
But he's been here forever, and he got over not even wrestling in WWE, which is amazing. Not even a match, and he's over.
Just personality alone. But again, that lets you know how much this crowd appreciates that and wants that. Like those are the things that we thoroughly enjoy seeing. And that's why it took over. And him just being himself is a character he's worked on for years. And we love it. You played the card just right. Now, why you can't do that with everything else is a mystery to us. But you know, you're doing it. We're down.
Yeah. And the whole, you know, the whole thing with Kit Wilson on the top rope and him cursing him at the bottom. That was hilarious. I was just like, okay, like now, like as the weeks are going by and every time Danhausen appears, I am more and more understanding what his role is here. And it's working for him just fine. And I might have been a little too judgy at first, but I'm with the shits now. I get it. I totally get it. I'm totally
to be fair to Honey though, him coming out during the Elimination Chamber, I felt like that was a bit much. Like, especially with like everything that we were into. Again, that double-edged sword of being on the show, like what we were anticipating to happen, and then that happened. It's like I can see why she felt the way she felt.
Yeah, we were anticipating a lot that night, and every night it feels like. And when that happened, we was just like, oh man.
Yeah. Like, who the fuck is this? Because remember, we kept going like, what's in the crate? And we had some great ideas for that crate.
We had some cool ideas.
We did. And so, you know, like that's why I say I can understand Honey's point of just like, yo, like all this stuff we done thought of in our heads. And it's like, who the fuck is this raggedy bitch?
Right.
But I also feel like there's places in wrestling for this too. You know what I mean? Like it's a comedy act, it's a mystical sort of act, which I always love, right? Yeah. But I feel like there's places like that for his act and to work well in wrestling, and it has since the Chamber. I don't know how the pyro button went off. You know what I mean? But it's cool. It's fine with me. It made me laugh. It was like it's perfect. It happened to Kit Wilson. And
yeah, it couldn't have happened any better, man. This guy, between him and Miz, they just got no luck. Yeah, our truth is chilling. Our truth be chilling with Danhausen in the back, though. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I need to see more of. I need more of that.
I need that too.
So just debuting like Royce Keys in a match on, could we have saved him for after Mania, maybe? Or was this a good debut spot? Or
I mean, to say like I thought he was gonna be on NXT and it's like, nah, SmackDown, I'm not mad at it.
No. Mm-hmm. And it was a good match.
Yeah. And especially how long we waited for Julia to get on. Like I definitely didn't want to get where he don't have that hype no more or something.
Mm-hmm. You don't want him to be lost in the sauce.
Yeah. I didn't want him getting lost. So it's like it's cool. Could it have been after Mania? Absolutely. But again, he made his debut at the Royal Rumble. So it was like, bro, you already technically here. So it's like, okay, let's go ahead and just make this happen.
Yeah, and he had main event matches too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Royce for a great debut. I said it last night on the watch along. I really hope that we get it right with him too. Like they don't get him lost in the sauce or lost in the shuffles or anything like that. Like you said, Councilman, probably NXT wouldn't have been would have gone that way, but SmackDown is just fine for him, and it worked fine for him last night. The crowd reacted to him really well, and he looked great. He was dominant, and he won. So not bad for him. But real quick pressing news that I really thought would be fun to talk about, because we've mentioned it a lot of times on here. But just to stray away from some WWE stuff real quick, the list is back.
Did he bring the list back? Oh,
the list is back. He brought the list. In a major moment with Jericho returned, of course, on April 1st. He did, after a year-long absence, he also decided to bring a list back. It is not the same list. It is purple. and it says Jericho on it. And the first person and first victim of this list was none other than Ricochet. Anybody? I know Courtney would be very excited about this, but I like the jacket too. Maybe not for Jericho, but I do like that jacket. No.
He could have did this in the place he should have done it. Should be doing it in. Now it just seems like we're rehashing up. Like, what's the point, man? Like, what's the
I'm like, bro,
you could have been doing this in the place you should be doing this in, and you're doing it here. What's the point?
It's to give the middle finger, man. It's to give the middle finger.
Who cares, man? He's making more money in AEW than he probably would have made. Well, who knows? But it's a lighter schedule. Well, WWE don't do house shows anymore. Damn, I don't know. He should have went home. He should have went back to where it all started, and he could have went right into this in a new feud. He's had the Cody list, right? He's put together a list while he was away, and he's just marking off people that he's gonna come after or wrestle. That could have been his line in WWE, but now he's doing now he's doing this in AEW. Jericho's better than this, man. At least I expect him to be better than this.
Well, for the context, if anybody didn't see what had happened, when Jericho did return to AEW, after addressing the crowd and claiming that he has returned home and ended months of speculation about returning, he was interrupted by Ricochet, and who, of course,
of all people,
but he's calling him too old and suggesting he go back to touring with Fozzy and all of this. In which Jericho then proceeded to reveal a contract allowing him to handpick his own opponent for their upcoming event, and flipped the clipboard to reveal he had revived this new list for the first time in nearly a decade. I wonder when the actual last date of the list appeared in WWE. I don't Oh my god. Okay. All right, fine, guys. I won't torture you anymore. Okay, let's go back to WWE. Let's go back to WWE. I do have a question though, and it's a WrestleMania based question, and we have been talking about it for some time, and as far as build-ups and what we're accustomed to. Do you guys think the best or better matches and build-ups are better left unspoken? And I want to pose this question to the chat, because somebody also asked me this, because I had a little debate with a friend of mine where I was talking about match build-ups and debating how Brock and Oba's build-up has been so great with words unspoken, and we've talked about this on the show many times, as opposed to match build-ups that have, like The Rock and Cena, where a lot was spoken. Where do you guys find the line as far as what your favorite kind of build-up is and what you like for your build-up for leading up to WrestleMania? Councilman, I'll start with you.
It depends on the match. I don't really have like a preference to it. Just depends on the match. If it don't require talking and it's working, go for it. If it does require it, I don't know. Like I get where you're going with the question, but it's like I don't shift to any side of where like I really want to see people be on the mic and talking. It's really just depending on who it is and like what is and what's happening. Like we're talking about like currently, like this works. Like could the thing with having Oba talk with Heyman the entire time? Sure, that could have worked as well, but it wouldn't have had the impact that it has with this, because again, Brock doesn't say anything. Oba can talk, but Oba doesn't necessarily have to say anything. Then you have parts where it is CM Punk, where it is like 50-50. I could see it where it's no words being said, and these two just can't wait to tear each other apart. Then there's another part where it's like, hey, this could be some of the greatest promos we've seen in the last 10 years. So it's really just what the story needs for it to be a good story for me. And if you are doing it properly or if you're doing it correctly. Because again, sometimes it can take a little bit of both. One week it's a great promo. The next week, don't say nothing. Just fight.
So it's more so about the substance of the story and as well as the characters involved for you that make a good build up for WrestleMania as far as what you like to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
because even something that Deon's brought up, hey, vignettes go a long way, even at WrestleMania.
Sure do.
Vignettes will get me ready, man. Like,
promo packages, a 6 soundtrack.
Yeah, like it could be that where you don't see none of them that week, and you just like, nah, we just gonna play this clip. We're gonna play this package we put together for y'all, and it's like, you know what? Y'all didn't
like no notes, none.
No notes. What's next?
I like it. I like that. Okay, so Deonne, what about you? Do you think better, like with the way this match has been built up so good without words unspoken? Do you think the better match buildups come from being unspoken, or do you like the chaos and the buildup prior and all the words being said in the promos? I mean, I if I had to guess, I feel like you're a promo guy. You know,
I love the promos, man. Like that's how you get me in the seat. You know. But I do like those moments. I love this feud. They've been tit for tat pretty much with Oba with the, taking the lead, and then here comes Brock with their brawl and all that stuff there. So I like that, but I do also like when like they haven't gotten physical or touched up until that match. So you don't really know what to expect. You can have it in your imagination, like how he lifted up Oba the other night, like that would have been something to see for the first time, like in the night of the match, right? So I think it was, what was it, like Triple H and Batista, like the first time they went against each other, they never maybe it wasn't them, but anyway, they never touched it all the way up to WrestleMania. Like they never nothing physical, nothing anything, and had a great match because it was like this is the very first time we see like a punch thrown between them, a lockup. A move, a pedigree, whatever. It's the first time. So, and they've done a really good job with this one too, because we haven't seen Brock F5 him yet. So for me, we've seen Oba powerbomb him though. But to me, give me a good promo, man. I can take the promo package in a vignette too, leading up to it. And then like on game day, on match day, that's the first time they go at it. Those are the ones I love the most.
Yeah, see, I agree with a lot of what you guys have said. But of course, you know me, I can never just stick with one thing. I like a little bit of everything. I like variety. So, but I feel like as long as, I mean, because we've consumed so much wrestling as wrestling fans since we were kids. We know what excites us. We know what we like to see. So there's times where I'll like a Brock and Oba where words don't need to be said, and there'll be other times where I'll just like, a whole year drag out with John Cena and The Rock, or I'll like, some tit for tat, interviews with Shawn Michaels and Triple H, best friends turned rivals, like you know what I mean, like or promo packages in between. Like it just give me a little bit of everything. I feel like the best match buildups just come from the stories and the passion within the story, and everybody involved would have to be invested. Like if you don't have passion behind any of these things, for me anyway, it's not gonna make me feel anything. Because I'm a deeply passionate person, and I feel deeply about things, and I want to be emotionally invested. So I feel like the best match buildups come from what you feel from what they're showing you, and you can either like it or don't like it. And I think it's very interesting that we are in the dynamic that we've been in because of, like Will said earlier, we've been so accustomed to that big build and, dragging things out and, but also I believe at the same time, the best stories just write themselves without even trying at the same time. Like Randy Orton and Cody does write itself without anything else involved. That's 20-year that's 20-year history right there between these two men. You could have literally drug this out in any kind of way and then brought all the celebrity crap you wanted to put on it at WrestleMania. I could have waited until the day. Yeah. But it has to come from the substance behind the story and the writers and the investment from everybody as a whole, because everybody has a role to play for this event. But go ahead, Deonne.
And look at this. What's the beef here? Like, what's the beef?
They are the beef.
Beef is Brock ain't that fucking big. I want people to.
Boy, I was looking at the same.
I was like, I don't know what a Hulk-like person who they put Brock's face on.
Somebody took his shoulder and dragged it, like just.
Yeah, I was like, hey, man, but again, Honey made these slides, so Honey just.
I didn't know. Well, I didn't. I found this picture. I had literally found this picture. That I tried
this looks good.
No,
but think about it. Real quick.
I was also doing these slides a little last minute, so because I was doing a lot of stuff that day. But
think about it. What's the beef here, man? Like it's essentially like who's the baddest. That's it.
Who's the biggest and who's the baddest?
Who's the baddest?
Who's the biggest on campus?
I'm the ruler. You're the beast. Ruler versus beast. WrestleMania. Check. Done. Mm-hmm. That's it. And we're excited for this match. We're mad that it's slotted where it's slotted for WrestleMania. Because this could have stole the show. It might still steal the show. You never know. Mm-hmm. So however you get to your feuds, if you just lay them out, even just like this, who's the baddest, essentially? Easy. We can check that off. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be so, I don't know, overthought. You could just, here's these two characters. Let's put them in a ring. And here's your beef. That's it.
You're not wrong.
Not wrong. But WrestleMania is next week, y'all. So we'll be having one more episode. I'm sure. Are we going to be saving predictions for next week? Yes, Councilman? Or
why would we not, honey? Are you not gonna be here? Are you letting us know you flying out to Vegas for WrestleMania?
No, I'm not flying out to Vegas for WrestleMania. I'm just trying to, make sure that the good people, watching and listening stay informed. That's all. Just to make sure that they tune in next week for our predictions.
Are you closing houses next Thursday to where you won't be able to make predictions?
Definitely not.
I think my Thursday's good.
Definitely not closing houses. I will be in the realm of my home, tri-state area and, enjoying birthday shenanigans and enjoying WrestleMania from my couch. Not going to.
You know what happens when you start asking questions that are obvious? When you start making us feel like, of course we would do, why would we start predictions now, or like we have slides for those? You know what happens, buddy?
Don't do it.
What happened, Will? What happens? You got to hear it. Does it click?
Nah, you ain't made the list yet. I'm saving that. Deonne and I gonna look at each other like it's list time. It's list time. This ain't. It's gonna be a moment. Honey gonna do something, and we're gonna be like,
"Hey, okay. I got mine here all the time."
Right.
Oh goodness. All right. One more topic. One more topic I had set for us for this episode, and I thought it was a very intriguing topic because I saw clips of all over it on social media. In a recent interview, Shawn Michaels was on a podcast, and we know that Shawn Michaels has had many, many amazing, timeless matches in WrestleMania in history, in not even just Mania, in his whole career period. But one in particular had never happened. And a lot of us, if you have been fans of WWE for a long time, you might have noticed this, but there's some people still out there that really don't know. But Shawn Michaels had recently revealed uh, his perspective on why The Rock and him never happened at Mania. A lot of speculation. There's been a lot of speculation in this regard, to this topic, as far as backstage tension. They didn't have a strong relationship together in WWE. He jokingly claims that The Rock did not like him, and there was a lot of locker room narratives, with The Rock's run early, his early start in WWE, and there was a lot of claims that Shawn Michaels and Triple H we'll say, gatekeeping or limiting opportunities for others. And Shawn Michaels went on to say that those claims were exaggerated and not reflective of the full situation. But I just, just want to get your guys' thoughts on what you guys think. If you guys saw the clips or saw the interview, it was with 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony's podcast, I believe, where he said all of this. But if you guys caught any of the interview, and what do you guys think as far as why Shawn Michaels explains why him and Rock never happened? Deonne, I'll start with you since you're the people's nightmare.
Yeah, man, this was you've heard those rumors a lot because you said them too. I think even your boy Bret Hart has come out and has said some things in the past about Triple H and Shawn Michaels, sort of, like a better term, like bullying or gatekeeping and all that stuff with The Rock. And I think there's even that rumor where like Triple H said something about the family too. So the fact that it never happened didn't surprise me. Even like Rock, there's reports that Rock got mad with that super kick on SmackDown in 99. So the fact that this never happened, and again, he talked about like Rock was on his way out in Hollywood. Like, nah, y'all were Rock was still there, or he was about to wrap up at least. But he was still. When did Shawn Michaels come back? 04?
That's. I'll let you finish your thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to link up timelines because WrestleMania 19 was, I think that was Shawn versus Jericho, maybe. Anyway, but it felt like they were still. Yeah, so it felt like, they were still there for that limited time, and that would have been a dream match to put together. But Shawn Michaels in that interview, he said a lot of stuff to not really admit that, like, he was a dick, essentially, during that time to him. And if we have to look any further, on Young Rock, Chad Frost, I don't know if you ever watched Young Rock, but he had every other wrestler on there. Triple H, Stone Cold, whoever. But then there's this black guy with long hair and a jean jacket and jeans, all blue jeans, talking to Vince saying like The Rock don't have it, or he is have it, he's not ready, or something like that. That was enough.
The Rock never came out to say exactly who it was, but
that was come on, who else could it have been? And
I've heard other names that it could have been. I've heard other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard one other person.
Who's the other person?
There's a lot of people.
Jeez. I've heard one other person that I heard float around a lot besides Shawn Michaels was Ahmed Johnson.
Oh, I feel like, had beef with everybody. Like Ron Simmons beat him up so many times, and Mark Henry said, "Don't even look at me." So,
right.
But I just think like that for me told me enough, because that character was very Shawn Michaels-esque if he was black. So it's unfortunate because that would have been one hell of a match to have too. Even if that was on The Rock's way out in Shawn's second run. So, but he did a whole lot to say nothing, to like tell the real truth. This might be the one time I believe Bret Hart.
He does claim that The Rock and him, they do get along now and they do talk, but I'm sure, and knowing Shawn's story the way we have, and learning Shawn's story the way we have, we know that before that second comeback, Shawn wasn't the most liked in that locker room, and Shawn would do a lot of things to get under the skin of others. And you know. But well, as far as wrestling matches that never happened, would The Rock and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels would that have been something you would have liked to see at Mania or any event?
Nope.
Really?
Please elaborate.
At the time that these people were here, it would have never been the one that you wanted. Like, y'all thinking about these times, like, I don't even remember a time where these two would have crossed to have had a dope match for WrestleMania. Do I believe that there was bullying that happened in the back between them? I'm absolutely positive. Like, I remember the stories I've heard about JBL and what he used to do in the back, and so I'm positive some stuff was like that. But even on the other side too, let's not forget The Rock is a dynasty kid, and High Chief Maivia is your daddy, as well as Rocky Johnson. So I would find it hard to believe that you didn't have some kind of attitude when it comes and animosity when it comes to something. So I'm sure that's why some of y'all have clashed. Do I think that he needed to go tell people that you don't have it? I don't think so, because Shawn is a lot of things. Shawn is not stupid. And Shawn knows when someone has it. Everyone saw this, even when he came out as Rocky Maivia. We knew he had it. We just didn't like what it was being presented as.
You like, well, white boots, man.
Hey man, I told you.
I love them white boots, Rock.
How you feel about the white boots? That's how we feel.
Yeah, I would have to say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey, boy, yo, man, they just be, they got aggressive on these WrestleManias, boy. I don't know what SmackDown did to you, but she aggressive on Saturday.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Continue, Councilman.
You know what happens when you just happen to cut the Councilman off from a great point that he was trying to make? You know what happened?
You could just continue the point. You don't have to.
You know what? Not yet. But I'll say that to say, like, if even you think like time, when Shawn Michaels was in his prime and he was getting ready to give it over to Austin, this is when The Rock was just now starting to have his run. So Shawn was on his way out as The Rock was ascending. So there would have been no point in time where we get prime Rock, corporate Rock, all of those for Shawn Michaels and them to meet. Then you have it to where Shawn Michaels, has his second chance. And in doing so, this is when The Rock is getting ready to leave and go Hollywood. So there was no time where like stories would have met up, I guess, for this to make as much sense. I think the best one you probably could have had it to where these two collide, bless you, is in an elimination chamber or something. But I just think like there was never around a time where these people paths would have crossed to where this would have made sense, in my opinion.
Because Hollywood Rock, that was his life. That was it. 19, right? That was essentially the end of that run with Stone Cold, right?
Yeah, and this is when Shawn was
back.
Second chance, then got himself together and stuff. But even too, he's still making this comeback, and so it's like they're not
prime, right? Yeah. You want prime, so prime would have been like a Shawn Michaels, no back injury, right? That would have been a prime like 98 with The Rock on the rise in 98.
Yeah,
and Rock with the title in 98. So that would have been the moment that you would want 98, 99 if possible.
But those two, like, so much happened right then and there that wouldn't have came to be like it needed to. So that's why I'm just like, there's some things just kind of like how we didn't get AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels. It's just some things that weren't in the cards to happen.
Sting and Undertaker.
Yeah, the fact that that was that never. I didn't see the appeal of that one. I'm sorry. I didn't see the appeal of Sting versus Undertaker. I didn't. But that could just be me.
That was me
like,
too.
They were both cornerstones for their companies. I get it. But that appeal just never got there for me.
Yeah. Sting, and the way when they were promoting it, it was before Sting went like Crow Sting. So then it was just like, I don't understand this match. And then Crow's thing came out, and I was like, okay, but by that time, it's just like, man,
it was 10 years too late.
It was too late.
It was 10 years too late.
Way too late. I feel like this match wouldn't have been good. It would have clashed. It would have just gone down good. You know.
The promos would have got me in the building, though, honey. The promos would have got me in the building.
That would have, but I just feel like I feel like that alone would have. But and the entrances, being able to see them in their primes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But if the chemistry is not there backstage, it ain't gonna be there in the ring. Might as well not do it.
He was able to work with Triple H, and Triple H was like right at the hip of Shawn Michaels, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also got to remember too, during that time, Triple H was still trying to mend his reputation there. Because remember, this was around the time that Shawn left. So he's still trying to, like, you know, still
make his path.
They say, yeah. So it's just like you had to be able to do that. So it's like, yo, and if they're telling you this is the new upstart that we're going to use, you need to make him look good. Like that was one of the things that Triple H was about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those were all the topics for Kayfabe. Is there anything else that we need to get through? I'm gonna pass it back to Councilman.
Did she ask like we didn't say this at the beginning? You know what happens when you forget the beginning of your own show, honey?
I didn't forget.
Did she not just ask, do we have anything else?
You made him. Well, I get she was asking, just like, hey, is there anything else you want to get off your chest before we move on?
Yeah, that's
not what she wanted to know. That's not no. Yeah, you're not gonna do that because that's not. Yeah, you know it. You know it.
But Deonne knows how I meant it, though.
No. Don't you try to swoop in and say, bro. That's a tip, though. I was like, hey, you know what? He's being a real friend. He also know he on some bullshit. But I think Deonne only got like maybe 20 minutes left before he has to go back and sign his papers and get his commission for his houses that he has sold. So it is time for us to jump into we're going to try to do this as quick as possible. So what we are doing is, of course, we're talking about making our own WrestleMania card because, you know, we do it better. That's what we believe. That's what we know you believe. And that's what we're going to keep believing. So,
right.
If you can remind me, how many matches do we have on the card? That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 for each night. So we only need 6 matches. Only need 6 matches for each night. So let's say night 1. And this year, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Are we okay? No, I'm sorry. This is what I'm going to do different. I'm going to allow us to change the Royal Rumble winners in making these cards. So let's rewind real quick before we start these. Are we satisfied with the people who won the Royal Rumble? And if we're not, who do you think should have won the Royal Rumble?
I think I'm fine.
Okay. Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns, we're okay with them guaranteeing a spot.
I think so. With Roman not being champion, I think it works.
Okay.
And because it gets him back in like a main picture too, going after a title for a Mania. I don't know who else I would have picked from the guy side right now. Because I'm trying to, again, put on the booking hat, man. I need somebody good at the top of that poster.
You're not thinking about your bingo card, are you?
Not in this case.
He thinking he got 30 minutes, so he got to go. That is what he's thinking of right now.
Then I guess I'm fine with it.
Who did you think he would have picked, honey?
the person
who I picked to win it.
Yeah.
I don't. It's got to be unanimous though to
Well,
put LA Knight there.
No. I guess it's not going to be.
She's like, "Oh, well, you're right."
That's not the name I thought you were going to say because you had somebody else. Didn't you have somebody else winning the Rumble?
No, I think I had LA Knight, and I think for a backup, I was like, he's going to win the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
I said Randy Orton. That was my pick, but Randy Orton already in the main event, so I kind of won in a way, I guess.
You kind of did.
Okay, right. So we're satisfied with Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep everything the same from what happened with Elimination Chamber to now. So night one, who should be on the card for night one?
Are we booking them like to open the show, or are we just giving you cards now?
Let's just do giving the cards now. I just don't want you to have to overthink of like who should open.
Okay.
Let's to make it easier. Let's start with Raw. We already know both the women's and the men's world titles are going to be on the line, so that's fine. Are there any other belts that should be on the line at WrestleMania?
I mean,
you got your US's, you got your Intercontinental titles, you got your tag titles, you got your women's tag titles.
Damn, we do have the women's tag team titles.
Women's US, I would like.
Okay. So the current champion is Julia. Mm-hmm. Would you be opposed to having the women's US title on the line at WrestleMania, Deonne?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So we have Julia on the card. Who would she be taking on? I'm throwing my client out there, Tiffy Stratton, of course.
Yeah, I had her, but I was like, could we add a little bit more to it?
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. What'd you have in mind?
I think I'm thinking more about who's been. Oh, okay. Chelsea Green. Is she cleared? Is she?
I mean, this is ours. Yeah, I mean, this is ours. When we wanted her injury free, she can be injury free.
Okay, I'm getting her in that match too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to do too many multi-people matches, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just for the sake of doing it. But I think Chelsea Green fits this. It's been her title for the longest.
I feel like this triple threat would be good.
I take Tiffany's. Okay, was I like this?
Oh,
if it's not a triple threat, I'm taking Tiffany Stratton out and I'm putting Chelsea Green there. But her act works better in a triple threat match where she can still win. You know what I mean?
So here's something I'm proposing before you make that decision. Chelsea Green has already done this before and had this, but just again, so just humor me. We also have some other options we can throw out here. We can also bring money in the bank back to this WrestleMania, and we could also do a number one contendership for the women's title that includes Chelsea Green. So like you said, so we're not jumping too many multiple matches. I think stuff with other stipulations during the card could also work. Because then it shows you who's. Just a thought.
I just do triple threat for this one then.
Okay.
Because I don't know, like, yeah, I would. That's just me. I put Chelsea Green in it.
Honey, what about you?
I really like the triple threat idea.
I disagree with the triple threat idea.
Okay.
I think Chelsea has outdone the U.S. title already.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's another way to get her there, because I don't know. The number one contender.
I just gave you two more reasons to do.
I know a number one contender spot at WrestleMania will win it, and you're the number one contender.
That's a big deal.
Title.
That's a big deal.
Do you add some stakes and just make it the women's battle royal then?
You can do that. But again, I'm down with a regular match to showcase who are the next ones up. It's like you said, especially if we're doing multiple. I'm down with being able to showcase that rather than it just being like, oh, I got lucky and threw somebody over the top. It's like, nah, man, we fought and I won this match.
Mm. All right, fine. Take Chelsea out.
Okay, we can do it.
Any stipulation for this match or just a regular title match?
I think just straight up.
Just straight up brawl out, yeah. In the ring.
Okay. We have 5 more matches. Do we have any as far as belts are concerned? Are we going belt heavy or do we well, first of all, which do we want all the belts to be showcased at Mania?
I would.
Okay, so we want all the belts. Okay. It's a lot of belts.
I know it's a lot of them. Something
I'm
might
not
not make
I'm
it.
not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it though. So we did one for them. I say let's move to the IC title. Penta is currently champ. How do we want that to go? Or are we content with the ladder match option?
I'm never gonna say no to a ladder match.
Me neither.
Either.
Especially at WrestleMania.
Okay.
And it's fitting that it's the Intercontinental title too.
Yeah.
That's only right.
So how many people do we want in this match? 6 or 7?
6, right? I think I'd do 6.
6.
Okay. So we have Penta. You need to fill it up with 5 more people.
I'm still putting Javon in there. It's a ladder match.
Yeah, I'm down for Javon Evans. Like,
yeah,
I just want to name him.
There we go. Let me look one real quick. Yeah. Hurt. Oh, can I get both El Grandes? Or do we save them for their own match?
I'm not upset with that though. I'm not upset.
I'm not mad at that, but I personally think that we deserve El Grande versus El Grande at Mania.
We deserve Maz versus Maz. Can we agree on that?
Okay, so make that. Yeah, make that now. You can go ahead and make that now.
We can make El Grande as its own match. That writes itself right there.
Do you know who I might put in here? I know he's won it before and everything, but I wouldn't mind seeing Kofi in this match.
Nope, me neither.
Man, you know what? I was actually gonna go the opposite and go Xavier Woods.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is injury free, right?
Again, this is our version. So to us, like everybody's available.
Okay. I like the Xavier one too, because he's never won a singles title.
That's why I like it.
True.
So do y'all want to have both of them in it?
Nah, just Xavier. I think.
Xavier.
That's too many black people. That's way too many black people on ladder. No. We getting carried away now. We getting carried away.
All right, Penta, Javon, Xavier.
I think based on the roster, I think you still need to put like JD McDonough in there.
I'm never mad at JD being in here. I know JD gonna so
JD's fine with me.
Dang, we are.
That's 4. We have 2 more.
Scraping for Raw.
I mean, we got Mr. Iguana, or some people from AAA. Hey, you know what?
Ooh,
I know he probably would. Nah, never mind. I'll save him for something else. Nah, fuck it, man. Joe Hendry.
I was gonna think. I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Joe Hendry.
Moving on up. I was literally just thinking it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one more.
Yep.
I mean, we talked about Sheamus earlier. He could be he could be the heavy for this one.
And you got and he's the veteran. He also never won this belt.
I'm never mad with Sheamus.
There's so many stories for each of these characters in this match alone that all of them, any one of them can win. I like matches like that.
I'm down for Sheamus.
Me too.
Salud.
Thank you. Anybody but that deadbeat.
Penta, Javon, Xavier, JD, Joe Hendry, Sheamus. That sounds dope to me. And a ladder match.
Yep, and then we got El Grande versus El Grande.
Mask for mask.
Mask for mask. Mask for mask. Okay. We got 3 more. So now we have one we have to put in, and then our last 2 is the both titles.
Because we still got tag, right?
Still got tag.
I'm gonna stand by what I said maybe 3 weeks ago or so for tag titles, since they got them now. The Vision versus Seth Rollins and LA Knight. Because storyline for me, it made sense.
I see where you're going.
And we get to see if we get the whole coexist time frame with story.
2 top Seth guys, can they coexist on the same team?
Yeah, with Seth and LA Knight, and they win them. You know what I mean? So that gives them something to do for a little while.
I'm actually not mad at that either.
And it's Seth in a tag match if he's not fully good to go.
Keeps him safe.
He's 100% clear.
It's an easy work night.
Okay. So now it's a women's championship match or a men's championship match.
What we got for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? That's all the titles. And a mask up on the line. So everything's got stakes, man.
Identity's on the line.
So Liv won. Now my question is for you: does Liv pick Stephanie or does Liv pick Jade in our story?
Still pick Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm still leaning there.
Okay, Liv Morgan versus Stephanie. Okay.
Tu madre es mierda.
And then what's closing the show?
I mean, yeah, it's CM Punk and Roman.
Yeah, that's CM Punk and
Roman. I think I still stick with that.
Okay.
Definitely different build-up.
Very much so, but
our kayfabe build-up would be sick compared to this shit.
Anyway, we could make it make sense by doing like a bloodline rules match. Where seeing how and this is how, and here's the thing, I think we may have talked about it. The way I saw the bloodline rules match happening was like how The Rock described it. We're gonna have family at the ring announcers, family at the bell, like sort of that thing, but I don't know how he worked it out to make it make sense how we got there. Or how that's an advantage, or to Roman and not CM Punk, because he's been talking about family for a long time, and the fact that it's a bloodline rules match, maybe that could be fun, where we see some new run-ins from family for Roman, or I don't know.
Okay, that's night 1. Move over to.
I'm gonna have to flip over, man.
Fill my sheet. Then filled my sheet up. All right, night 2. First match.
We did go really raw heavy on that first night. Is that how it's sort of structured?
I mean, we didn't necessarily we didn't intend for it to be like that, but
okay, it just sort of outlined. Okay, we're good.
Outline, yeah.
I kind of like that though. I kind of do like.
I don't want to overthink it.
It makes things less confusing. Oh, if you do it that way, if you keep one Raw, one SmackDown.
Yeah. So same titles on the line.
Yeah, but this time it'd be the IC title, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Current champ is AJ Lee.
I'm more than likely still keeping this one.
Same.
Her versus Becky.
Yeah, because I even think we thought it would get to that point too. Like that's when we see them sort of link up for the first time.
Okay. Second match.
What the women? Well, we single title first. So the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. In our world, did Sammy win this thing?
You know, my
because if he sticks with it, and I hate to do it again for the same title, I'm putting Carmelo in here somewhere.
So how y'all want to go about it?
I don't want Sammy here. I didn't ask for Sammy here, but
we even talked about Trick they didn't even need that title in their match.
They didn't.
So we could give them that match. We could still do that match, Sammy versus Trick.
Okay.
But just them straight up. Is that enough? That's good enough, right?
Always enough for me.
Because the way Trick has been like snapping on them is worth. They've been doing it a few weeks now. That's been a good build, even without that title.
Ginger ale, gingerbread man, ginger snaps.
You been going in.
So for Carmelo, I'd still do Carmelo versus Ilya, because that could still a show at WrestleMania.
So you want to go with who?
I sit for that United States title. It would have been Carmelo versus Ilya for that one.
1-on-1 at Mania.
Okay. So okay. Third match.
We did say Trick versus Sammy, right? We're still doing that one?
I'm down.
Bragging rights, sure. Yeah.
Obviously, Oba and Brock is on this night 2 card.
Okay. All right, so now it's
That's 4 matches.
That's 4 matches.
It's Rhea versus Jade, and then it is Randy versus
and Cody. That's it.
Oh, it's not. Hey, it's not.
That's not, we still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5.
No, that's 6.
AJ versus Becky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo versus Ilya.
Mm-hmm.
Trick versus Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
Oba versus Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
Randy versus Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I missing?
Rhea versus Jade.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still pulling that trigger too for that one.
Yep.
So the titles that didn't make it, the SmackDown Tag Team titles didn't make it.
They never do.
Which was probably the strongest tag team division.
There'll be a gauntlet the Friday before.
the women's IC and the men's US is there.
Can
the WWE title is there and the women's title.
Can I be honest? This lineup is ass.
If we're going off of what we've been given for the month,
can I play around with this a little bit?
Well, no, that's why I said like we went really raw heavy in the first one, so I feel like we need to restructure,
and also time, and we also the time for you, like
Well, yeah, but since we got the matches, we just need to structure them like how we want them.
Hold on, look, can I change some shit around? And just y'all, if y'all not with me, all right. Oba, Brock, main event.
Definitely.
I'm taking this out. Give me
to open it. Oh, that's true. It wasn't supposed to be
going Randy in there too, or
huh?
Well, Randy still won them. We still stuck with the chamber winners.
Yeah, that's his name up there.
Oh, okay. Why was I thinking?
Remember Cody didn't win the chamber.
Oh, we doing. Oh, so we're editing that much.
You really forgot what your boy did? You forgot how he finagled his way to this main event?
Yeah, I'm taking that out. And give me Cody Rhodes versus Trick Williams.
Okay.
I'm changing this out. I like this. I want it to be 2 out of 3.
I love the I quit match idea. My dad and I were literally just Papa Honey and I were literally just talking about how there's no more I quit matches of Mania because now it's about fitting everybody on the card because I quit matches always take like an hour and some change.
Not mad at that one. Not mad at that change for the IC title. I'm not mad at that one.
Fatal 4. Okay, yeah.
2 out of 3. It's a long night, man.
Listen.
No, it's not. They've worked that at SmackDown. You could definitely work that in WrestleMania.
Were we putting Rhea and Jade in a cage?
No.
Seeing how Jade has a group now?
No.
So we're changing from a lot. Okay. I thought we were still in the realm of after Chamber.
If I was changing up Royal Rumble, like.
But we still kept the Chamber winners, didn't we?
That was an option to change it.
Deonne, you got to go back to the drawing board for this one. I love the I Quit match. I really, really love the I Quit match.
So how do y'all think about night 2?
Better now. Nah, the order. This is the order for it too, right? This is the order.
Yeah. So Randy and Drew open. Then it's AJ. There's the Fatal 4-Way. And then you have Ilya. Yeah, Ilya versus Carmelo, U.S. title, 2 out of 3 falls. Cody versus Trick, and then Bianca versus Jade. Naomi as a special guest referee, and then you close out with Oba and Brock.
Would Cody Rhodes versus Jacob make more sense?
No. This is persona versus persona. This is it because again, like you already had Trick in the title picture. Put him against the same title picture with you.
And he's interacted with Cody a couple of times already.
Yeah.
By this point.
Yeah. So it's just like, start it off and let it be better than what Carmelo Hayes got.
Yeah, like man. Cody don't need to be near a title. He don't need to be near no main event. And the last 3, 4. You don't like it, Deonne? Deonne don't like it. Deonne doesn't like something, I can tell.
What you don't like, Deonne? What's bothering you?
Cody versus Trick Williams is bothering him.
Because he
Well,
don't trick you. That's why.
That and we don't. I don't know. Rhea's not on the card for this year either.
I ain't got there yet. Give me a second. I ain't got there yet.
He got to one side. He just got to one side.
But no, it's okay.
What?
I think my thinking was different. That's all.
What don't sit well for you on night?
No, I think when I made it out, when we kept the Rumble winners, we kept the chamber winners too. So my thought has been like everything after.
Well, again, this is me just changing. I can always bring it back to where it was, but this is just me. Like, okay, if you having like where we are, and this is us putting it together, and like what would be a great WrestleMania card, it would be this.
The Trick and Cody don't. It has nothing to do with my Cody. I like them both.
Yes, it does.
But I don't know if that's.
Yeah, the show.
You don't think
about like he's
been
the main title figure.
Their promos for the time we've started would not deliver. Because think about it, we're in the time if Drew is champ, Cody can't go for the belt, so Cody needs something. And then why not this slick talking Trick Williams showing you like, hey, bro, you need to get to the back of the line. Well, since you talking smack, how about we prove it at the show of the Immortals? There's your match right there.
Keep editing. I'll save it until the edits are done.
We're gonna be here for another hour.
What does your precious Cody need to be for you?
No, I was even thinking about both of them. But go ahead, Ed, night one.
What don't you like about that match?
Something just don't sit well yet. Let me sit with it, and you keep doing that. Let me stay with it.
Okay. I'll let you sit.
Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick.
You know what? I need to replace something for this.
Oh yeah.
We taking El Grandes out?
We might have to.
Because the stakes are bigger there and we can't have a mask up, both mask up for grabs.
This could be a AAA. This could be a AAA if we're doing this.
Yeah.
This makes me want to add them to the ladder match now.
Who?
The El Grandes.
I mean, I ain't mad with taking the El Grande for Sheamus.
Do you not put both of them in?
Nah. Like, no offense to OG, but like regular El Grande, we know now he's been putting in the work. So if anybody should go to Mania, it would be him. And because like the original already had his last year.
Would a unmasking during that match feel unforced?
No. I think that would be dope. And you have the original come out, distract him, and that's how he don't pick up a win. Like I would not mind that whatsoever. You know, I'm gonna be honest. This one might have to be pre-show for Tiffany and Julia because I need tag team turmoil with the women. And this is where you get all
we did leave that list out, didn't we? Will if those titles out.
So then take out Tiffany and Julia.
That's why I said pre-show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alexa, Bailey, and Lyra. Yeah. And
Because I think that story is stronger than Julia versus. Well, that's just a title match at this point.
Yeah. And I'll keep it and Riho together. So they in this match too. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
And it gets them both on the card too, still.
And Kabuki. Man, put the Kabuki Warriors in there, man. Stop playing with them. All right, so you got tag team turmoil: Bellas, Charlotte and Alexa, Bailey and Lyra, Nia and Lash, Riho, Kabuki Warriors. Yeah, and I think that'd be great to open up the show.
Okay. Same order.
I don't. It's up to y'all on the order. What you about to say about that?
No, I think the order's fine for night one.
Okay.
Like I end with my world title, both my world titles at the end, and then a storyline and a storyline. Yeah, I think I can. Those last 4 are in pretty good places.
Is there any superstar we're missing that should be on this card? Like one like a few, like, are there any superstars where you like, yo, man, I really feel like they would help complete this card?
I'm looking at a roster real quick just to make sure.
I think one pre-show wouldn't be bad for night 2 either.
I mean, only person I can probably think of is Jacob.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Maybe Jacob. I don't know. Solo, we left him out again.
Did they ever like have a match together?
Who's that?
Jacob and Solo. They had a match together, right?
Like going against each other or together?
Like
it
against
feels like it. It feels like it.
I think so. Yeah, they have.
I feel like they have.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster too. I think everybody we left the Usos out.
We did.
Yeah, there's no Yeet party to Armenia. But there is bloodline rules on night 1.
Oh, you know what? It works. It just doesn't get everybody into there. But give me this for the pre-show.
Yeah, they fought last year at Night of Champions and at SummerSlam.
Oh, so we jumped ship to go for those titles?
Yeah, because remember, technically Jimmy's on SmackDown. So it'd be feeling like these niggas can bounce around. I'm just saying, like
I don't know. I feel like that MFT thing, because the MFT thing now, with the whole bloodline rule thoughts behind it, like it feels like once CM Punk went for the family got back together. And I'm not saying the MFT did, but the Usos have to make it.
Oh, you just don't want the Usos there at all.
The people love the Usos.
Because Wyatt's would have made more sense.
Them kids will throw a fit if they don't hear that Yeet music.
That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I put it here.
It's for the kids.
I mean, but also, hey, why not? Why not?
I was gonna say my wife. I was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna think it's stupid.
Tornado tag, man. No, matter of fact, fuck it.
Don't add more teams.
Nah, fuck it.
Wait, what about Fraxium?
Man, stop it. Stop adding.
That's the wrap for Kayfabe. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man, because we tired of these shenanigans. And we got to get Deonne on out of here.
Hey, bring that back up. Okay, night 1, Julia versus Tiffany, U.S. title pre-show. Cool. 2, tag team turmoil: Bellas, Charlotte and Alexa, Bailey and Lyra, Nia and Lash, Rio, and Kabuki Warriors. Oh, okay.
What, bro?
Penta, Javon Evans. I'm cool with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, we need
Actually,
one more, right? Don't we need 6 people in that one?
He's being so judgy right now.
oh, we do need one more person.
You can put the other one in there. Right? Because who did we? We had Penta, Javon Evans, Xavier, Joe Hendry was in there.
Oh yeah, that got deleted.
Oh, we forgot Joe Hendry.
Aren't you happy I take notes, man?
No living with him now, honey.
What? Dom versus Ray, perfect. Name versus that's perfect. Vision versus Seth Rollins LA Knight. I made that one up a few weeks ago, so I'm cool with it. Liv and Stephanie, gotta do it. Punk versus Roman with the idea of a bloodline rules with all the stuff he's been talking about the family.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea too.
Okay. So night one.
Honey has her hand up.
Yes, honey.
I have a recommendation for a host.
I don't want no host. That's just me though.
Oh, okay.
So who's your recommendation?
Oh, the host? No, you still say it. I'm just saying I don't want one.
Danhausen.
Damn,
I ain't mad about it.
I actually want Danhausen to have a match. I really want a Danhausen versus
give him the hosting job and you get Danhausen through the night.
I have no problem. You know what? Bring a host in. Bring a host in. I didn't want one at first. You got me. Danhausen hosts WrestleMania.
Housing Mania or something like that.
Come on.
Oh shit! No, we tripping. MFTs are not the champs. Damian Priest and R-Truth is.
Oh shit! Fuck Damian Priest and R-Truth. That's right.
Damn.
So now that makes better. I'm cool with that now. Well, you know what? That's a lot of people, man.
I mean, it's WrestleMania though.
That's a decent pre-show though.
That's a good pre-show match. Like I would not be mad at like seeing this.
But yeah, Danhausen host the WrestleMania Kayfabe edition.
Yeah, I'm
Mania Housing.
Randy Drew, I quit for that one. AJ, I like that one. I really do like that Fatal 4-Way. That's really
right.
Good.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna
hit. Yeah. Carmelo Ilya, I think that's gonna be phenomenal.
Perfect.
Cody versus Trick. I don't know about that one. I'm still skeptical about that one. I don't know.
You're skeptical.
I don't know. I don't know. I always have my.
I had questions about the 6th one because is the timing as far as like 9 months? Is it like are we
as a guest ref?
She's had the baby. Has she had the baby?
Had the baby already. I'm just saying as a ref, like it ain't. And again, she didn't have to be showing up no time until like that's the big surprise.
And then Obel Brock to finish out the night.
Oh yeah.
With the way that they're stipulation. Okay, we're good. With the way that it's been going for them, what are we doing? No holds barred, something like that. Like I don't want a ref to count 10. I don't want none of that. I don't think chaos.
I don't think he's gonna do it either way. You know, like how like giving some leniency on them outside. I feel like
complete chaos and destruction.
I need the ring destroyed by the end of night 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I would expect for that one. But no, I like this.
All right. Well, there y'all have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our WrestleMania Kayfabe edition. Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about our picks for these matches. Did we do better than the 2 nights of WrestleMania that we'll be taking on next week? Let us know next week when y'all see us live Thursday, giving our predictions for the card and getting ready for the showcase of the Immortals. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here because we know Deonne has places to go. He got houses to sell, and he has been very gracious to stay with the max amount of time that he can, and we don't want to take any more time from him. So we appreciate everybody tuning in on this Saturday. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go out if it's lovely for you outside with the weather. If it's not, find something to do for yourself this weekend. Treat yourself. You deserve it, especially with everything going on in the world today. Go do something special for yourself, man. We have been the greatest internet trio on the interweb, and we shall catch y'all next time. Peace.